Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Supergirl Season 2, but obviously it's going to include Flash as well. So this is my review for Episode 8 of Supergirl Season 2, otherwise entitled Medusa, and it's also technically the first part of the crossover, even though that crossover part is quite small. So obviously going ahead, there will be spoilers within this review, so if you have not watched the episode, you might want to go watch it, then come back to this video after you have done so. So with this being the mid-season finale, that's right, this is the mid-season finale for Supergirl. We had Thanksgiving at Kara's place. On Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow, we will get Christmas episodes for their mid-season finales. But with this coming a tiny bit earlier, it's Thanksgiving's time for the Supergirl Earth. It's still funny seeing Mon-El get certain things mixed up with Earth, bringing, couch stuffing instead of, turkey stuffing to dinner. I thought that was pretty damn funny. Obviously, we saw a breach open above the dinner table, which we all knew. Oh, I know what that is. But it's going to be interesting to see why it opened and then why Cisco and Barry didn't jump out at that point. So hopefully that does get mentioned on the Flash episode. You never know, they might pop up in different Earths as well, which would be pretty damn cool. At the end of last episode, we saw Cyborg Superman, who is the real Hank Henshaw, use Kara's blood to gain access to the Medusa virus, or Project Medusa, from within the Fortress of Solitude, which affects aliens but not humans or Kryptons. But luckily for Mon-El, in two different ways, he decided to follow Cyborg Superman out of the bar. He is still infected, but because his DNA is so, not extremely similar, but sort of similar to the Kryptonians, he's only infected and not really killed. But if he is infected for long enough, he will eventually die, just much slower than the other alien races. Did anyone else get flashbacks to this Supergirl episode from last season where Kara goes into that alternate reality where she is alive and well on Krypton with her mother and father? And this is when her father pops up in the Fortress of Solitude and explains Medusa to her. Seeing more development with Alex was great, with her coming out to her mother, which you could see was definitely affecting her early on in this episode. It was pretty damn creepy when J'onn J'onzz has that white Martian moment, with his face turning into something pretty damn frightening. It sort of looked like Zoom's mask for a second, but yeah, that was pretty damn creepy. I was wondering whether we were going to see Kara tell Lena Luthor about her mother being involved with Cadmus, but I wasn't surprised by Lena's reaction, obviously denying it to Kara, but you could see doubt within her, but we are led to believe that Lena ends up helping out her mother anyway. We had that Kara and Mon-El kiss, which a lot of people online and Twitter and stuff like that have been wanting them to get together, and they've sort of been hinting at it within the show as well. But then obviously Mon-El's like, I don't remember anything I did while I was infected, so only Kara is the one that actually remembers that kiss. So I guess that'll be interesting to see where that goes on after the mid-season break. Now that fight between the two Hank Henshaws was pretty damn insane. It was complete Hankception, if you know what I mean. With J'onn J'onzz becoming a white/green Martian hybrid, so that was the tease that they gave when his face went weird for that split second. And that whole thing was pretty sick. When he's a white/green Martian hybrid, he looks pretty damn overpowered. I thought the part with J'onn J'onzz at the end was going to be emotional as hell. I actually thought for a split second that they were going to kill all the alien races apart from the Daxamites and the Kryptonians. But thank God Lena Luthor actually messed with her mother's plan and got her mother sent to jail. So she didn't go typical Luthor, which I think is good to see. Obviously we got some setup for the second half of the season with a group of space travelers searching for Mon-El and his Kryptonian pod. So they've done a good thing, Supergirl, where they have a villain for the first half and then they have another villain for the second half. I think that's how the best seasons work out for TV shows, especially when they're 20 episodes roughly. So I'm actually excited to see where that goes. And we had the big Alex and Maggie Sawyer scene at the end, which I didn't think we would get. I thought, okay, they might leave it till the second half of the season and develop it more there. But Alex and Maggie are now a couple, so is it Sanvers? I think is the shipping name they have. So I guess everyone on that ship is screaming off a cliff at the moment. They must be extremely happy. And then obviously we have the end scene with Barry and Cisco coming out of that breach into Kara's apartment, which was awesome. They left it very late. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be such a short scene. But it's awesome. They don't mention aliens. It's just that Barry reminds Kara that because he helped her out when he came over to her Earth last season, that she owes him a favor. So Kara's going to come over to Earth 1 and help out everyone over there. And at the end of the episode, they say to be continued on The Flash, which is tomorrow. It's going to be awesome, where the crossover story properly starts. I cannot wait. I've been waiting so long for this ever since they announced it, and it's finally happening. But overall, this episode was a really solid mid-season finale. I understand why they didn't do a long scene at the end with Barry and Cisco being in Kara's place. Just because it's a mid-season finale, they need to wrap some stuff up from the first half of this season, as well as set up stuff for the second half of the season. So they couldn't spend too much time on that crossover stuff, so it's understandable. But overall, I thought this was a really solid mid-season finale. Excited to see where everything goes in Season 2. And overall, I think Supergirl's first half of the season has been extremely strong. Such an improvement from Season 1, which I didn't hate. I just didn't really enjoy it, Season 1. I thought it was decent, but it just wasn't that great. But I think Season 2 has been really good. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be very much appreciated. If you could leave a like on it, leave your opinions in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to come the mid-season premiere when Supergirl returns? What are you looking forward to most in that second half of this season? And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. Obviously, the crossover videos are going to be continuing over the next 3 days, so be on the lookout for any videos associated with that. But until then, I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.